EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to the place where it all began. They've been playing golf here since the 15th century on the old course at St. Andrews. Alongside Frank Novello, I'm Rich Lerner. And Frank, here we are at the Old Lady, the old course at St. Andrews. And this golf course has confounded so many through the centuries. What are a couple of keys to being successful here?
Well, if you're a recreational player and you're struggling a bit, then you play to the middle of the golf course. But if you really want to challenge the great course, then the best line around the whole golf course is down the right. And that's actually where the trouble is. So if you can hug the right side, because remember there's so many double greens here and they have a central bunker. So if you're coming from the right side of the golf course, there's always a better avenue to every single flag you're attacking.
And that will end up in the short grass, left side, so a very nice drive there to kick off the round. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, but the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Second shot. Good look at the green.
That's a really solid shot. Smack bang into the middle of the green. She should be happy.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this putt's going to want to go left all day long. It's back up the slope as well.
-1 for the day. hole. Now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
I'm thinking this is about 110 yards, Frank.
That ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
9 feet remaining here for birdie. Nah, it's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. Frank now at the fourth hole.
Yeah, long par 4. Two choices, whether you game enough to drive it down the right or down the left, which is a much wider piece of fairway.
And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. A lot of distance to carry here for her second out of the bunker. "17-foot putt here. Nope. Cleans that up in the hole. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So a good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. You gotta love the names of the bunkers here, don't you? They tell you all you need to know. Those coffin bunkers, you hit it in there, you're dead.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. She's going to like that. That was a great strike, and well, more evidence. That ball's close. Great shot.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. That's as stress-free a birdie as you're going to get on this course. That is well done. Over the ball here at the 7th. And Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And so you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the Shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11th.
And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. So Iona, this a second from the bunker.
Yeah, not what she wanted. Unfortunately, shell bunker. It's infamous and it has been found. A very tough approach shot left here at the 7th hole.
An opportunity goes awry, chance to show the short game skills out of the bunker, and far from it.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. Okay, a good putt. It's in for bogey, and it's back down now to level par. Standing on the tee at the par 3 8th here at the Old Course. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
One of the biggest greens on the golf course. It looks flat, it looks like it's easy, but once that flag gets on the left side, this is when the hole becomes a little bit more difficult. It's very easy to take this hole for granted. Very hard to hit it close, though.
Now, from left of the green, second.
Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one. No touch whatsoever, and this is a long, long putt coming back.
Okay, that one finished off, but it is a double bogey. Bunkers, bunkers, and more bunkers. So this hole's only 347 yards as we close out this front side with the par 4 ninth. They're called Bose's and End Hole bunkers, and they're right in the middle of the fairway. So it's all about the tee shot, putting it in a good spot. If you do, you're walking out of here with a 3, or you could knock it on and maybe bump one in, putt one in for an eagle. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Well, it's on, but that's going to make things difficult from there. This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Settle. Yeah, that's really good from that distance. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. Well, Frank, another great day for us up in the commentary box, as they say here in Scotland. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, the old lady, she stood up good, that's for sure. Been there for so many years. And St Andrews never plays the same way 2 days in a row. And you look around the town, the area, this really is, the word even special doesn't do it justice.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.